How much would you sacrifice for a friend who never speaks, but always understands? For me, that friend was Leo. I grew up in a small, quiet town where nothing ever changed except for Leo. My parents got him the day I was brought home from the hospital. He was a golden retriever with a heart twice the size of his chest. He was my shadow, my protector, and my best friend for 15 years. One summer afternoon, we were hiking through the dense woods behind our house. It was a trail we had walked 1,000 times, but a sudden sharp crack of thunder spooked him. Before I could grab his collar, he bolted into the thick underbrush. I screamed his name until my throat was raw. My family and I spent 3 days in those woods. We didn't eat, we barely drank. We put up flyers on every tree and every storefront for 50 miles. The silence in the house without the sound of his paws on the hardwood was deafening. On the 4th day, my father got a call. An anonymous tip led him to a private, high-fenced estate 3 towns over. When he got there, he found out the truth. A wealthy collector of rare breeds had picked Leo up and was refusing to let him go, claiming he found the dog abandoned and had already registered him. My father tried to reason with him. He brought photos, vet records, and even Leo's favorite worn-out tennis ball. The man just laughed and had his security escort my father off the property. We went to the police, but without a search warrant and with the man's local influence, they said their hands were tied. I watched my father sit at the kitchen table that night. He looked older than I had ever seen him. He was a man who had spent 20 years meticulously saving every penny to buy the plot of land next to ours to start the organic farm he'd always dreamed of. It was his life's ambition, his retirement, and our family's future. The next morning, he didn't say a word. He drove into town and met with the collector's attorneys. He didn't ask for a legal fight he knew he might lose. Instead, he made an offer. He handed over the deed to the land he had just bought, the dream he had worked 2 decades to achieve, in exchange for a 15-year-old dog. When Leo ran out of those gates and jumped into the back of our old truck, he didn't know he was the most expensive dog in the world. He just knew he was going home. We lost the farm and we started over from nothing in a small apartment. People called my father's choice reckless and crazy. But every time I see Leo sleeping peacefully at my father's feet, I realize that some things aren't assets. Some things are soulmates, and you don't put a price tag on family.